for choosing Grand Skills as your #1 online free professional course creator. For your notice, I want you to know that the instructor of this course has put in so much effort, time and money just to create this content for you to learn all for free. So please do well to click on the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so you will be the first to get our video tutorials we'll be posting at all time. Also give it a thumbs up and drop a comment to help us improve more. Thank you.
You are welcome to Grand Skill Catering Institute. My name is Chef Oge Chinweke. Today I'll be showing you how we make our Nigerian meat pie. Very wonderful snacks that you are going to like it, I'm sure. So the ingredients I'll be using for this meat pie is my flour, my all-purpose flour. The flour I have here is 500 grams of all-purpose flour. Then I'll be working with half teaspoon of baking powder, and I'll be working with a pinch of salt. This is my salt. I'll just take a pinch from there. I'll also be working with my margarine. Margarine is 250 grams. Whenever you're making meat pie for the short crust, I mean the dough, you are working with your margarine should be half of your flour. For instance, since I'm working with 500 grams of my flour, that's why I'm working with 250 grams of margarine. If the flour is 1 kg, the margarine will be 500 grams. So another thing I'll be working with is my minced meat. This is minced meat. We have already minced it. That's grinded meat. So another thing I'll be working with is my thyme, my black pepper, and my curry powder. I'll also be working with Irish potatoes. That's Irish potato. I've already washed and cut these ones in cubes. I'll also be working with my carrots. I've already washed and cut carrots in cubes. That's what we have here. I'll be working with my green pepper, my onion. I've already cut my onion too. That is my diced onion. And I'll be working with stock cube. You can use any stock cube you want. Then I'll be working with fresh egg. This fresh egg, I'll use it in brushing the meat pie when I'm done. So we're going to start quickly. The first thing I'm going to do here is to put this Irish potato and carrot in a pot, the already washed and cut ones. I'll pour them into a pot and I'll add some water and a pinch of salt in it, just a pinch of salt. Then I'm going to add water. I'm going to put this on fire and allow it to cook. Once it starts boiling, you know that the carrot and Irish potato is ready. Next, I will start preparing my dough. So this, I'm going to pour it on my working surface, the flour. That's the flour. So I'm going to add a pinch of salt to the flour, just a pinch, and I will mix together. So for my baking powder, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder leveled into the flour, and I'll mix. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add my margarine into the flour. I told us the margarine I'm using is 200 grams of margarine. So we are rubbing the margarine and the flour mixture together. We rub it until it becomes like a breadcrumbs. When everything is mixed up together, that's when I will start adding my water. So you see how it is. Everything is blended together. So at this point, I'll make a well at the middle. Just make a well at the middle. And I'll start adding my water bit by bit. This is a normal water, normal temperature water. Not hot water, just a normal cold water. You'll be adding bit by bit so that it will not be too watery. You'll be adding the water bit by bit. Once everything is mixed up together, you start kneading. See that it's very soft, not too hard and not also too soft. Alright, this is the dough. This is how it's supposed to be. Very light, not too soft, and not also too hard. Alright, so we're going to keep this and set it aside. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut my green pepper. Alright, my green pepper, I'm going to cut it in cubes. Alright, look at our carrot and Irish potato is already boiling. So I'm going to sieve it out. I'll put my saucepan on fire. I'll put my saucepan on fire. Alright, I'm going to add my vegetable oil. Inside the oil, I'm going to add my onion. Allow it to cook for some few seconds. Then I'll add my meat, my minced meat, and stir. After adding the meat, I'm going to add thyme. And you stir, keep stirring continuously so that the meat doesn't burn. You cook it until the meat changes color from the normal red color, that fresh look. It will change color. Once you start looking like this, you know that you are good to go. So at this point, I'm going to add my curry powder and my black pepper and stir. The next ingredient I will be adding is my stock cube. I'll be adding just 2 cubes. The curry powder I added is 1 teaspoon. The black pepper is 1 teaspoon. And the thyme is 1 teaspoon. So at this point, I'm going to add the Irish potato and the carrot. I'll add them and I'll stir. After that, I'll add my green pepper. And I'll add like half teaspoon of salt. Remember, we have already cooked the Irish potato and the carrot, so you don't need to cook it for a long time again. So inside here, this is 1 eating spoon of flour. I'm going to add water to it to dissolve it. That's what I'll be using as a binder to this sauce, or a thickener to it. So I'm going to add water to it now. So we add water and mix it properly. Then pour it inside the mixture. Once you add this flour, you notice that the sauce will become thicker. It will bind together. So that's our meat pie sauce. It's ready. So right now I'm going to dish it out to a plate and allow it to cool. You're not supposed to start filling it into your dough until it's very cold. If you put it at this point into your dough, it will start tearing the dough apart. So you allow it to get cold before you start. So we are going to leave this to get cold. Once it's cold, we'll start. That's our meat pie filling. Alright, so our filling is cold now. So what I will do, this is egg, fresh egg. I'll whisk it lightly. Okay, so I'll lightly whisk it, then put my brush in it. So this is my oven tray where I'll be placing the meat pie. I've already greased it. We use margarine to grease it. Just apply it on the surface. You can also use vegetable oil for this. So let's get started. So first, this is the dough. You just cut a little depending on the size of what you are doing, the size of cutter you are using. So I will roll it this way. After rolling it, I place it like this and put some filling in it. Let's take some. Then I'll apply a little of this egg white, just on the tip, and press it. That's it. So that's how it is. You continue. That's how you do it until all the dough is finished. And apply the filling again. I want to use a smaller brush for this. Just very little, don't need too much. Make sure that the filling enters inside. You can use any size of meat pie cutter that you want. My oven is already hot. It's already on. So before you start this, make sure you have preheated your oven. Alright, after this, I'm going to use fork to open it a little so that the heat can penetrate inside. Just use your fork, give it an opening like this. Then I'll use my egg to brush it. Make sure you use enough egg to brush the surface so that it will come out fine and beautiful. Make sure you brush it very well. So we have different sizes. So depends on the cutter you are using. Alright, so I'm going to send this to the oven now to bake. So send it to the oven, then check after 15 minutes to know if it's ready. Alright, this is the outcome of our meat pie. I hope you like it. Very nice and crunchy. Thank you for joining us. My name is Chef Ogechiweke. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for choosing Grand Skills as your number one online free professional course creator. For your notice, I want you to know that the instructor of this course has put in so much effort, time, and money just to create this content for you to learn all for free. So please do well to click on the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so you will be the first to get our video tutorials we'll be posting at all time. Also give it a thumbs up and drop a comment to help us improve more. Thank you.